We view coaching as a very simple way to get started inside of Kajabi. Let's say you're a brand new course creator and you want to start a business, but maybe you don't have time to dedicate to filming your course or, outlining your product, or it just feels very daunting, but you know something really well and you can teach that to other people. Monetizing your time through something like coaching, whether that be one-on-one coaching or group coaching, is a really great way to get your business off the ground. It's a great way to get started inside of this knowledge product space. And now on Kajabi, we give you an out-of-the-box way to do that.
Hey, I've got something cool for you today. I'm joined by a couple of my friends over at Kajabi, and they're actually gonna show us how to use the new coaching program that Kajabi rolled out just yesterday. You can join Kajabi right now, lanesebring.com/Kajabi, in the new coaching accelerator program. It's a really cool promo. There's all kinds of cool stuff that you get right now when you join using my link, in addition to all the bonuses that I already give you: the 45-minute Zoom call, the 30-day free trial, and the $25,000 course launch email template. You still get all that, but you also get a set of other cool things from Kajabi right now. So if you're thinking about joining Kajabi, right now is the time, and you're gonna see in this video how cool this coaching program is and how it takes what used to be a really clunky manual process of trying to coach people one-on-one online, and it's taken it and streamlined it right into your Kajabi dashboard, where you can manage clients, you can manage your content, you can set and schedule your meetings with your clients. You can do all that, and you're about to see it right now. Let's get to it. Hey, it's so exciting to have a couple of my really good friends over at Kajabi joining us for this video. We've got Ali, who is the Director of Brand Experience at Kajabi, and Julia, who is the Senior Manager of Brand Experience at Kajabi. And they're going to walk us through something I'm so excited about, and that is the new coaching program. So I'm going to hand it over to Ali, and she's going to take it from here.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having us, Lane. We always love coming and showing the new products and sneak peeks and all the things inside of Kajabi. So super appreciate your time, and excited to be able to show all of you the new coaching feature inside of Kajabi. This feature launches on October 20th inside of all Kajabi accounts. It comes as an add-on for no additional cost to you other than the Kajabi subscription. So really excited to bring this to market. And first and foremost, before I share my screen and jump into the demo, I just want to give a little background on why coaching. So coaching is an amazing, amazing way for entrepreneurs and creators to easily get their content up and running and honestly start making money off of what they know and monetizing their time. And so we view coaching as a very simple way to get started inside of Kajabi. Let's say you're a brand new course creator or you're a brand new knowledge entrepreneur and you want to start a business, but maybe you don't have time to dedicate to filming your course or, outlining your product, or it just feels very daunting, but you know something really well and you can teach that to other people. Monetizing your time through something like coaching, whether that be one-on-one coaching or group coaching, is a really great way to get your business off the ground with very, I don't want to say little effort, because it takes effort, obviously, but you don't have to do any of the pre-recording and outlining that you would have to do for a full-fledged course. And so it's a great way to get started inside of this knowledge product space. And now on Kajabi, we give you an out-of-the-box way to do that. And so I'm going to jump into share my screen and click through the new coaching feature. And Lane, you got to give me permission to share my screen.
My bad. So sorry about that. So I gave you permission. One thing I want to mention is that I am so excited about this because when I went full time with my online business, the very first thing I did was offer coaching. And to your point, I was able to get a couple clients right away, start making money right away. But I had to do it completely manually. I had to piece together a scheduling app and a live app and email a lot of stuff. And it was just clunky. And so anyway, I can't wait to see what Kajabi is rolling out here, because it's going to be really awesome.
Yeah, totally. And we knew that going into this coaching phase of Kajabi was that people are doing this right now. And it's so clunky. It's hard to like pull it all together. It feels like you're scattering your business from a client point of view. It's like really overwhelming to like purchase a coaching session and then get an email here and hop on a Zoom there and whatever. And so we wanted to kind of centralize it all in one dashboard to make you, the creator, have a more seamless experience on the back end, but also your clients have a far more luxurious and just like eloquent way to log into their coaching session. So can you see my screen, my Kajabi screen?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So I am already in this coaching dashboard. I've already have a session built out, which I'm going to reference later. So if you're new to Kajabi and to the coaching feature, which you all are because it's brand new, when you click into this, you'll actually see a default screen that says like, hey, create your first coaching product. But I don't see that because I already have a coaching product, but I just wanted to call that out, that will look a little different. So you'll see it's nested right under the products tab inside of my Kajabi account. I click on coaching and then I land here. I'm going to create a new coaching program because I want to walk you through the entire thing. So we have two different types of coaching programs you can build out in Kajabi right now. That is a one-off session, which is just a singular coaching session, or a package of coaching sessions. So a one-off session would be a great way to have an introductory offer. So maybe it's like a get to know me phone call where we see if we would be a good client coach fit. It's also a great way to add value to your existing products. So let's say you're an existing course creator, adding a one-off coaching session as a bonus or as an upsell or as an order bump is a great way to extra monetize that piece of your time and continue to strengthen your relationship with your existing customers. So it's a great way to kind of offer it as a bonus or a one-off thing, or maybe it's an introductory call, like I said earlier. For the purposes of this demo, I'll actually do the package sessions because I think that will go a little bit more in depth. So a package of coaching sessions is just that. It's multiple sessions. You can have as many sessions as you want. And I'm going to click that one and click continue. One quick note is you'll see here in this disclaimer, since we do have a lot of people in the health, fitness, wellness area, we want to make sure that you do know that Kajabi is not HIPAA compliant and we do not plan to be HIPAA compliant. So keep that in mind as you're building out your coaching sessions. Just want to create that little disclaimer.
Kajabi is very hip, but not HIPAA compliant.
Yes, there you go. That's a good tagline. Awesome. So now I can start building out my coaching program. So I'm going to say, my fitness coaching program, and your coach name is Allie. And here I can give a product description. So let's say get fit with Allie in 5 sessions. Sounds like a great program to me. Yep. Obviously you can fill this out with what your information for your business is, and then you can choose a thumbnail, which is going to be that product thumbnail, which is also what your members are going to see in their member library. So you can upload that now, or you can add it later. I'm going to add it later, and I'll click continue. Here's where the really interesting part comes into play. So you can add your sessions here. So I said that this was a 5-session package, but again, you can have as many sessions as you want, obviously greater than 1, because a single session would be that single session coaching experience that I said earlier. And then here is where we get to have a lot of fun with our scheduler. So we do have a native integration with Calendly, which is amazing. So you can see here, I have this little flag that says that I connected it. If you didn't connect your Calendly account, which none of you would have because this is a brand new thing, so it will say like you need to connect it. All you do is you click the link, it'll take you to Calendly. You log into your Calendly account, you set your preferences that you allow Kajabi to interact with Calendly, and then you're set, and it'll bounce you right back here and you are connected, good to go. You do need to have a paid Calendly account. I forget what the name is. It's either premium or pro. And one thing that you do need to have is private, or I think they're called secret sessions in Calendly. So this is the ability for people to schedule sessions that are not discoverable on like your main calendar. So that is the type of Calendly event that will sync with Kajabi and allow you to connect it. So you can see. Go ahead.
Real quick, I will say Calendly is totally worth the paid plan. I did the free plan for quite a while. It opens up so much more features, so many more features, and it's really not that expensive, especially if you're using it. So that's just my little cents.
Totally. I think the Calendly, the cheapest Calendly option that connects with Kajabi is $8 a month.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's super inexpensive. And I think you get a free trial with that as well. Highly recommend going that route. So this is connected to a Kajabi QA account. So don't mind like kind of the gibberish, but this is all of my secret calendar events that I have in Calendly, and I can go through and I can click the one that matches what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to do a 60-minute meeting, and then I'm good to go. Now, the other two options I'll just highlight really quickly. A custom link is basically if you're using a third-party calendar software like Acuity or Google Calendar or any other calendar booking app out there, you can link to it here. And what this would do was on the client-facing side, instead of adding a button that says like add to calendar and the Calendly pops up, it'll just say schedule your session, and it'll click them out to wherever you linked here so that they can do that offline. Now, the one thing to call out with here with the custom link option is that because it's not a direct integration, if you click out and let's say it's Acuity, right? And they go to an Acuity page and they schedule it with you, it will schedule in your Acuity account. But inside of Kajabi, you're going to have to go into that client and manually mark, okay, they scheduled it for Thursday at 9 a.m. because Acuity and Kajabi, oh my goodness, I'm getting my names mixed up. Acuity and Kajabi don't talk to each other the same way that Calendly and Kajabi talk to each other because it's a direct integration. So it's a little bit more of a manual process on the coach's end if you do this custom link option, which is why we definitely recommend connecting with Calendly. But we also know that people have their schedulers that they like, and we wanted to give you that option as well.
Love it.
The last option is manual booking. So this is like if you're in person with your client or you want to book over email or, old fashioned way, you call your client and pencil it in. You can do that here as well and just have it be a total manual process offline. So again, I'm going to go with the Calendly one because it's going to give you the most bang for your buck. It's going to make Kajabi perform the way that you want it to perform, and it looks really seamless. So I would definitely recommend going with this. I'm going to click finish. And there we go. Fitness coaching, voila, pops up into my account. When I click into here, this is where you're going to manage all of your client details for this fitness coaching sessions, package of sessions. So I can see my active clients and I can see my past clients. Obviously, I don't have anyone in here just yet. I can also edit the details. So this is like adding that thumbnail. You can, again, the calendar integration. You can change the primary colors, all of that good stuff. And then if I go back here, this is where it gets really interesting. I can click package outline and I can actually see the 5 sessions that I said that this package includes. And I can click into each session and I can customize it. So I can add agenda items. So let's say we're going to do a general intake for the first session. And then we're also going to do get to know each other. And I can add as many of those as I want. And then I can also add relevant resources. So let's say for my fitness package, I want to give them meal plans every time we do a coaching session. I can upload a PDF. I can upload audio, video, images, anything I want, I can add here, and they can download it directly from their client login. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to click save, and then it will save and it will globally update for this fitness coaching package. So any client that signs up for this fitness coaching package, it will have the same exact outline for agendas and the same exact outline for resources. And then there's also a way, once I have clients in here, to go in and customize per client. So if you want to do something a little different for Lane than I want to do for Julia, I can go do that inside of each individual client that signs up. And I'll show that in just a bit. You can also add sessions here if you wanted to add, and you can take them away if you want to take some sessions out.
Yeah. So the thing I love about this, can you click back into session 1?
Sure.
Where it says resources, what this does, I'm just thinking about how I structure my coaching is you could put the video in the resources that kind of teaches the material, and then the session is discussing the material. For example, you could do that, and it's all right there. You could put past sessions of you coaching your group of people in there as a resource. You could put audio. I mean, I just think it's so exciting, kind of like sky's the limit with this kind of thing, because every session has its own unique set of every session can be different. So maybe you do that with one session, but not the rest of them. Maybe the first session is really heavy on teaching and the other 5 or 6 are just the calls. It seems like it's just very intuitive. So great
Totally.
work.
Totally. And I think it's nice because it keeps things on track, right? Like as a coach, like you don't feel as scattered with what am I going to talk about this session, or, what am I going to make a priority this session? Like you can actually now map out what your coaching flow looks like. And it maybe feels a little less sporadic, a little more organized. That way the expectation is the same on the coach's end as well as the client's end. They know what they're going to get when they sign up. They know what they're going to get each session. So overall, I think it just has like a really nice accountability piece as well. That keeps everyone kind of in line. Cool. So I'm going to go back. I'm actually going to click preview so we can see what this looks like from the client point of view. Cool. So keep in mind, this Kajabi account is not customized in any way. This is like literally out of the box. But if you did have a Kajabi account that has, your custom fonts and your custom colors and all that jazz, it will automatically pull it in here. So this is just very, very generic, but it will look like your business if you have those settings pre-done. So you can see here, this is my fitness coaching package. You get 5 sessions with Allie. And this is that description that I added at the beginning of the process. So you can see here, I can see all of my sessions. This is again, from the client point of view. This is if I was my client logged in, and I can click schedule now for my first session, which is then going to prompt me to my first session page. And I'll click schedule now again. And this is where that really beautiful Calendly integration comes into play. I can actually click in here, schedule my time with Allie, and then it will all power through Calendly with those email reminders, the links, everything that I've set up pre-done in my Calendly account.
Yeah. So that's what I was going to ask is like, so on my Calendly currently, if you schedule a session with me, it's going to generate a Zoom link. It's going to generate an email. All of that stuff is still happening on Calendly's end, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. Correct. So once you have it done, this is where the beauty of the integration comes in, because you don't have to do anything as the coach, right? Because you automate it in Calendly, you automate it in Kajabi, and then it's up to the client to go in and schedule, and you're done and everything's taken care of for you. Right. So this is what we were saying at the beginning with like it feels very disjointed right now, and Kajabi is going to seamlessly pull everything together to make it a really seamless experience for everyone involved.
So the other thing that I feel like another problem this solves is typically when I finish a session with a client, one of the things that I offer is like lifetime access to that session. Well, that's a manual process where I have to basically upload it to like a YouTube link or make a page on my Kajabi website that is just like not listed anywhere, but I send it to them. What does this do anything where like if they're a member of this, are they a member of this forever unless I kick them out essentially, right? Mm-hmm. So they can always go back and watch our sessions. They can always go back and look at the resources, even if we're done coaching them.
Yes. So you can always have access to this. You can always go back and look at the resources and the agenda items. What we don't have currently, but that I've heard is something that's very interesting to the product team, is that ability for you to upload the video afterwards. So what we could do is theoretically, you could have session 1. And then once you're done with session 1, you could upload the video to session 2 for them to reference. But you can't automatically upload it to session 1, if that makes sense. So it's kind of, you're still going to have to do that process. But yes, in a sense, they do have this product for the rest of their lives. So they can go in and access those things if you upload it afterwards to the second and third and fourth session.
Okay. So it'd be like, watch our previous session, watch our previous session. Yeah. Okay.
Correct. In the resources section where they could download it. Yes. But I think that that's one thing that our product team has talked a lot about in terms of like, what does a V2 look like, or what is the evolution of coaching look like? And that idea of replays and getting to interact with the content is really, really popular. And it's something that a lot of coaches have given us insight into. So I don't think we're far off from something like that existing. But for now, that is kind of the manual process that you'd have to go through.
Cool.
Awesome. So you can see here, you can see the agenda items, the resources section. Obviously we don't have anything there, but they could download it. And then my notes. So this is where the client can actually take notes during your session and save them. And again, go back and reference them at any time. So it's a really great way for people to, again, have accountability, know what they've paid for, know what they've talked about, and know what they've covered in each session. And then once you're done with this one, it'll put a little check mark, and then it'll move down here to say schedule now for your second session, which is great. So I think from a customer and client point of view, like I've heard this talked a lot about with different coaches, is like, it feels like when I buy a coaching experience, I'm like very much so trusting the coach to deliver on the promises that they've said. And this feels like an elevated experience for a client. Like I'm actually getting a login. I'm actually getting something tangible, even though it's on the internet. So it's not really tangible, but something a little bit more tangible to actually look at and see what I've purchased and know that my money has direct value attached to it, as opposed to just trusting that I'm going to get a Zoom link or go in person and meet my coach. This feels like you're actually getting something to experience and to walk through as a client. And so that was something that was really top of mind to us when we were developing this program.
Yeah, that's so huge. And that's one of the things I talk to course creators about is like when somebody makes a purchase with you, whether it's a high-end several $1,000 coaching package or a $97 mini course, you want them to immediately feel reassured in that decision.
Yeah.
So we talk about a welcome video, a welcome sequence, all that. But there's a big part of that is what you said, that they actually have a physical, or they have a product that they are logging into that is theirs, that they can see, they can feel. That's huge. That's going to be really great.
Totally, totally. And then if you click back here, you can see that this is now a part of my library, my member library. So if I am a coaching client of yours, and then I also purchase a course, and then I also purchase a membership, I can have all of those products listed in the same member library, and I can access them at any time, which is a great, again, customer client experience. It's a centralized dashboard for all of the ways that they interact with you. Perfect. So I'm going to go back here. And one last thing I want to show you is, well, actually two things. So let me click back into this fitness coaching. You'll see here offers. You can click into this tab and attach an offer to it. Same way that you do with any other product on Kajabi. So you can sell it for a subscription price, a one-time payment, a payment plan. You can add multiple different products into one offer, including your coaching packages. It really is flexible in terms of the offers, but that's where you would do it. You would click there and create an offer. Okay. One last thing that I want to show is in here. So this is a fake or a demo, I should say, session, package of sessions as well. And I went ahead and signed up for two different client kind of experiences. And I want to show you what it looks like to individualize a coaching experience. So if I click into this first one, this Ali test one, I can see here that session one is completed because I checked that, but I can uncheck it if I wanted. So let's say I'm on session one. This is my version of what the client sees, but as the coach. So I can add agenda items in here. So again, this is like, these two were global for the entire coaching sessions, but this test one, which I should probably edit that and just say like, this is an individual item. So this one item is one that I added for Ali after I made the coaching session. So this will only show up in Ali's coaching sessions and won't show up anywhere else for any other client. And you can go ahead and do that on every session for every client that you want. Same with resources. You can add individual resources for this specific person if that makes sense for your coaching sessions. And then this is where you can take notes, and it's private. So the client can't see it. You can take notes while you're going. It almost functions as like a mini CRM for your coaching clients specifically. And then again, you can check this when it's completed, and you can actually see the date and time, like, okay, this is completed at this date and time. So everyone knows exactly when you did this session, everyone meaning you and the client, and you can move on to the second session. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Yeah. So when you're building the product, you set the global settings that everybody sees. But because we are in Ali test, we are making individual changes to just yours.
Correct. If I click back here, so you'll see this is my second one that I signed up for. It just says, what are your fitness goals and what's one thing you want out of coaching? It doesn't have that individual item.
Love it. Yeah, because every client's different. Is there any group coaching part of this where you would have a set of people on the same call going through the same thing?
Great question. So no, we don't have a group coaching session right now. You can theoretically make this work for group coaching by having one central Zoom that everyone signs up for. But it's always going to list out these clients individually and is much more tailored to an individual one-to-one coaching experience.
Gotcha.
But again, I will say group coaching is very much on the radar. And I think that that's something that this coaching experience will evolve into definitely.
Cool. Yeah, no, that's, I mean, my coaching at this point is all one-on-one, and there's other ways to do group coaching, but yeah, so it's just like anything else with a Kajabi. It's going to continue to develop and it's going to continue to get better. And this rollout though is going to be game changing for anybody who does coaching.
Yeah, I'm so excited about it. Again, it just kind of elevates the client customer experience as well as the internal coaches experience. Having a place to actually track these things, to take notes on your sessions, to be able to upload resources and really document that experience, and seamlessly pulling in that Calendly experience really does elevate, I think, everything about a coaching business. So Julia, did I miss anything? Did we cover everything?
Yeah, I think we've got everything in there. I think the thing that makes me most excited when we talk about coaching is it expands out for so many more people what coaching could actually mean. It's beyond just the traditional forms of coaching you think about, but anything that you want to have a one-on-one personalized session with somebody, this can conceivably be an option for them as well. So if you're in like a consulting business or some sort of business where you help walk people through their personal style, for example. Like there are so many different iterations that people can build on and use this product for that I get really excited as well.
Yeah. And I think it's like, it goes back to that idea that you can easily monetize your time without having to spin the content creation wheels and create an entire course or an entire membership site, or feel like you have to have everything buttoned up to a perfect state, but you can just get started and hop on a Zoom with someone and offer a one-to-one coaching session and really start to build out what your knowledge business looks like before you graduate into that coaching, into that course creation mentality. Or maybe you don't ever want to do that. Maybe you want to stick to one-to-one coaching. It just is a really easy way to get off the ground.
Yeah, it's so symbiotic too, because if you start with coaching, then it informs your courses. Mm-hmm. But if you've done coaching, it helps sell your courses. Then if you have courses, it helps you charge more for coaching. It's really, it just kind of and before you know it, you're charging $25,000 a session. I mean, I'm not there yet, but you know.
Yeah, no, but you're right. You're right. You can start in one place, you can graduate to another, and then you can add it as a value add. I think it's totally an amazing ascension model in your business. And we know so many Kajabi heroes who start with coaching and, like you said, get feedback and try to understand the problems that their customers are facing and the type of content that their customers would want to see. And then that informs a much better course than they originally even had intended to build, because they've gathered all this feedback and all this amazing client content.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of my favorite things to coach is brand new Kajabi people who jump on using my link at lanesebring.com/Kajabi. They get a 45-minute free session with me where I can help them get started on Kajabi. So if you are watching this and you are wanting to jump into the coaching program, there's an amazing promo going on right now. You can find all about it at lanesebring.com/Kajabi. Can't wait to see you jump in. Ali, Julia, thank you so much for spending some time with us today. This was really helpful, very informative. And I'm so excited that Kajabi just continues to roll out more amazing stuff for us, the heroes, as it were.
Thank you so much for having us. And if you sign up through Lane's link, you are in great, amazing hands. I hope you're going to use the new coaching feature to offer those coaching calls for Kajabi, because it would be very meta if you did.
Oh my gosh, so meta. Yes, I got to get all that set up. But yes, by the time this video goes up and the promotion's going, then that will be a thing. So that'll be awesome.
Love it. Well, thank you for having us.
Thank you so much. Hey, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Be sure to join Kajabi down below. If you haven't tried it out, you can try it out for 30 days for free. lanesebring.com/Kajabi. Let me know in the comments what questions you have about Kajabi, and I'll answer it in upcoming videos. And for right now, go ahead and click on this playlist where we'll go into even more depth about Kajabi.